What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Avengers Endgame Thor by H.Figuarts. Let's get a closer look here at the figure or the box itself, and then we'll get to the figure. So at the front of the box, you got H.Figuarts. You got the little hologram sticker. You got the Avengers Endgame logo here, which looks really nice. Avengers Endgame, Marvel, Thor Final Battle Edition. You got a picture of Thor, and I'm pretty sure this is concept art if I'm not mistaken. You got, I guess, all the copyright stuff down here. You got the Tamashii Nation, which is the company that makes these figures. Bandai, again, the company that makes these figures. Here you got a nice product shot of Thor. A little read up here. Some more product shots of Thor. This looks really, really good. Whole bunch of legalese and in different languages, and ages 15 and up. If you're not 15 and up, then you can't play with this toy. Got your barcode. Got another shot of Thor, and then over here you can kind of see the Iron Spider legs. So I might need to pick that Iron Spider up if I ever come across it. But I really like the Mayfix one better. But anyways, another shot of Thor at the bottom with the logos and the Final Battle Edition. Warnings, again, if you're 15 and under, you can't play with this. And let's get this figure out the package. Let's get him properly this time. Before we get a look at all the accessories and everything he comes with, I do recommend you look at all the instructions here. I don't know how well you can see it here. You know, it tells you all the accessory comes with, how to put them on, where some of the accessories go, how to take apart the pieces and how to connect them. You know, all your basic little stuff that you need, just so you won't mess up your figure or lose anything, and to keep track of all the things that it comes with. And he does come with two head sculpts. So he comes with this one that he has on when he's using his powers, and then he does have a neutral head, which is pretty much the same head, just with his pupils colored in and painted. You can see he has that blue eye, and then he has the brown eye over here that Rocket gave him. And again, nicely sculpted. We'll get a closer look at those right now. He comes with two wrist lightning effects. So you take off the hands and you just slide them onto his wrist, and yeah, man, they look great. Look at them. Here, focus real quick. Nice blue translucent plastic that really does look great. Again, they just slide onto his wrist, and then you peg the hands back in, and then he has lightning running up his arm. And then he does come with a thigh, a lightning thigh. I'm guessing you just slide up and it sits right there on his thigh. I mean, I can see real quick a bit. Yeah, see, it just slides in and then it forms onto his thigh. So if you want him to have lightning on his thigh, you could. It doesn't look bad. And then he does come with 2 feet lightning effects. And if you wanted to slide them on, you could. I think you have to take the feet off, if I'm not mistaken, to plug those in. I guess we can try this on camera real quick. So that's his wrist one. Yeah, you're gonna have to take those feet off. And it is a very scary thing to do because the pegs on these figures are very small and fragile. Well, I wouldn't say fragile because I haven't broken. Oh shit, I'm over here dropping shit. And as I was saying that it was fragile and that those pegs are very small, I did end up breaking one of my effect pieces, which is very unfortunate. I'm not sure where it broke off from. I'm pretty sure from right there. This lightning piece fell off. But not the end of the world, man. Isn't really noticeable. It is a little unfortunate because this figure isn't cheap. So again, that is a little unfortunate, but life goes on. There we go. You just had to push it a little bit. then you push the foot in. There you go. There, now he has a lightning effect going up his foot. 2 wrist lightning effects, so you can have him running up his arm. He does have that 2 leg one, so he can have him running up his leg. He does have this thigh one that he had on earlier. I took off. He comes with, I already showed it, but just to show it again, he comes with the power down head, not using his powers. He comes with this huge lightning effect. As you can see, it's almost up to his neck. That goes on top of Mjolnir, and I'll show you how to port that in here in a second. It comes with 2 flat open hands. They're very small. 2 flat open hands, which are very nice. Comes with 2 more like splayed out open hands. Obviously, he comes with 2 fists. I mean, you can't have Thor without 2 fists, which again, nicely detailed. And then he does come with a set of Mjolnir holding hands, and then he does have a Stormbreaker holding hand. And again, he does have a set for each arm. So if you wanted to hold it Stormbreaker on the right, he can, but you can also have it hold it on the left. And that goes for the Mjolnir hands. But let's get a closer look at Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. So first up, we got Stormbreaker right here, which is very nice, man. Get the light facing more this way. Again, it's very nice, very metallic. It's more of a gunmetal more than a silver. You can see here in this little crevices, it's got all that nice darker wash in there. You can see all these little nice, all these nice little detailed letters in there, Asgardian letters, I guess. All the nice little line work. Yeah, just very nicely detailed, man. Even on the back, you could see where they did all the little details. I believe these are supposed to be letters back there, but at this scale, I mean, it's pretty much impossible to do it. But yeah, man, just nicely detailed. You can see the brown from Groot's arm, and I never really noticed this, but if you could see here closely, you can almost see like Groot's hand just like forming over that thing like he did in the movie. And again, he does come with an effect piece that is a soft rubbery plastic. It is a little bit harder than just rubber, but it shouldn't break unlike the other one, because the other ones are a little bit more stiff. But to put it on Stormbreaker, you just weave it over, and it's already sculpted for it to just kind of sit on there and not really go anywhere. And yeah, man, now you have Stormbreaker with some lightning effects. Next, we do have Mjolnir, and he doesn't have any of the ends on, because I'm about to show you how to do it. So again, he does come with 2 ends, and I believe there's a specific way to put them on, because they do have a specific peg to each side. See, that one went in there easily, and then that one on there went pretty easily, and there you got Mjolnir. Again, very nicely sculpted. It is a gunmetal gray, silver, I mean, and it's got all these little details at the top, all the nice little details. Again, I think it is supposed to be like lettering, but at this scale, it is pretty hard to do that. You got the brown handle with the silver painted on there. That is painted, which is pretty impressive. Then you got the bottom with the little wrist handle thing where he can hold it. It does pop off at the bottom, so you can slide it on to, let me see if I can find this Mjolnir hand, onto this hand, which just slides in from the bottom, and then you oh, there we go, and then you pick it on top, and there you go. Now you have him holding Mjolnir. At the bottom, I don't know how well you can see it, but it does come with like these little crevices that you just put your nail in there and pop them off, and then you can add. Again, these are specifically molded for each end, so you just kind of have to figure which end goes on which end. And there you go, ports on nicely. Again, the other side, exact same thing, pops off. You can pop it in, and now you have a powered up Mjolnir. Again, looks really nice. The top where this round circle's at, it does come off as well, kind of easily, so be careful and try not to lose this because it is really small. And then so you can pop that off, and then that big lightning effect that I showed you earlier actually plugs into the top of Mjolnir. Again, it is sculpted to fit a certain way, and boom, look at that, man. Now you can kind of have them shooting lightning out of Mjolnir to hit Thanos, or just have them shooting lightning at random characters in your display. I getting a close-up look at Thor. I think it looks pretty badass, man. Just this powered on head looks pretty good. The pupils are whited out and painted nicely with blue around the eye to kind of give him that lightning effect that he does in the movies. The hair, the beard are painted a gold color, which at first kind of threw me off a little bit, but now having it in hand and playing it around and under these lights, I think that was actually a pretty smart way to go, man. It actually gives it a blonde look. It gives it like a solid blonde look and not kind of a flat yellow. The skin tone is a good color. You can kind of see multiple multiple colors in there to give it that real live texture of skin. And the other head, which I will show you, they pretty much are the same heads, just again powered down and powered up. But when you're switching out the head, this hair piece right here, the back of his hair, it's a separate piece, which I found really weird at first. I was like, why would they do this? But then I realized, let's just put on the powered down head real quick. When you plug it in, it gives it a little bit more hair in the back, which looks pretty cool, but you can't really look up much, and I don't want to get too much into articulation right now, but it can't really look much up. But when you plug it in without it, it doesn't really look too bad, but he can look a lot further up. Looking down a little bit further down on the body, you can see that this is Fat Thor from Endgame, where he gained all that weight because of depression, and they really humanized Thor in Endgame, which I really did enjoy. A lot of people didn't like that they, went this route with Thor because they thought it was goofy, that it was, they were just using him as a punchline, but I really liked it because it humanized them, you know what I mean? It looks pretty dope, man. You can see these little circles that, Thor's always had, even in the comic books. They do have that silver crack all throughout them to give it really kind of break it up a little bit and not look too flat of black throughout here. But man, you can see all these nice little lines and details that make it look really dope. His arms are gunmetal silver, a little bit darker than Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and it's supposed to represent, I believe, chainmail. So that looks pretty good. You can see his armbands, his hands. This piece down here is a separate piece, I believe. Oh no, it's actually, no, that's the way it's sculpted onto the waist. I thought it was a separate floating piece, but it's not. But yeah, and you can see his pants, which always kind of reminded me of like Darth Vader pants, don't you think? Or is that just me? Probably just me. Anyways, then you get these nicely sculpted knee pads to kind of have these little lines and details. His boots, again, nicely sculpted, man. You can see it has a little bit of silver here, just all that detail. And then the bottom of his feet, he does have treads, and his cape is nicely sculpted. It is soft goods. You can see that it is red on the outside and black on the inside, like in the movie, so that is pretty accurate. You could see the back of him, pretty much not much to him, just all black and gray. Again, you can see the belt right here, and then he does have all the serial numbers back here hidden, and the little Marvel logo back there hidden by the cape. So I like that they put that there. And the cape is wired. It does have a wire running down here all the way to the bottom. I wish there was a wire at the bottom of the cape to kind of help it stay up when, cause if you try to have it, you know, like flaring out like this, it's not gonna stay, man. It's gonna fall back down. Getting a closer look at this guy's articulation, he can look up. Not much at all. Again, that back hairpiece does hinder it, but if you take it off, plug back in, he can look up a bit. It is a separate neck piece with the ball joint at the top. So with all that, he can't look up at all. He can look down a little bit. He does have a lot of head pivot because that ball joint and neck piece move all together. So he does have great head pivot. His arm moves up. Oh, popped it off. His arm does move up all the way, so he can hit a T-post. He does have swivel at top. He doesn't have a upper bicep swivel, which is a little unfortunate because I do like my bicep swivels. And he does have butterfly joints nicely hidden in there. And then he does have a single jointed elbow, which is a little unfortunate, but it is on a ball joint. Good amount though, good amount. It does swivel. He does have a ball jointed wrist, so depending on how you have it set up, he can hinge side to side or up and down, just the way you have that joint configured. Oh damn, keep popping off that arm. He can crunch, not back at all. He can crunch forward, not at all, because he does have that diaphragm or that upper chest cut, but he does have a ball joint here at the lower waist. So with that, he can crunch that much forward, and he can crunch all the way back. Look, that looks pretty dope. And he does have drop down hips, so you can drop down, you can kick up all the way, and you can jump. He does have that little shift on thigh, which is a little unfortunate. I wish they can set that up a little bit more so he can turn his leg a lot further, but he can turn it out that far out and that far in, so not bad, I guess. He does have double jointed knees. He can kick that far back. Can't kick his own ass though. Nope, yeah, he can't kick his own ass. And no boot cut or anything. He does have a hinge on the foot that hinges, was a ball joint at the foot, I'm sorry, that hinges that much forward. It hinges that much back. And he does have ankle pivot. So again, not bad. And when I forgot, and he does have toe articulation. Here we have his comic version next to him. And you could just see this dude towers over him, but you can see a lot of the inspirations that they did pull from the comics, like these little silver chest plates and upper body plates that he has. Actually, I think that might be it. And you know, in the obvious Mjolnir, I think in the comics it is stone rather than that metal, that star metal or whatever it is. And yeah, man, these look good together. We can put them next to Thanos himself, and I think this works out a little bit better. Here, if I zoom out a little bit, out of frame a little bit, but I think this works out a lot better. Maybe he should be a little bit taller, maybe like right there, maybe up to his shoulder, but that works. Doesn't look bad. There you have it, guys. Overall, I love this figure, man. Like, by far one of my favorite figures in my collection. By far. Damn near perfect. I think the only thing that would have pushed this figure to the edge is maybe if he had a removable cape, maybe, and maybe if the stomach was removable, and he had a different. If he had the Endgame or the Infinity War head, and then you could have basically two figures in one. You could have the Endgame Thor, and then you can have the Infinity War Thor. But the Infinity War Thor is out there. Yeah, SH Infinity War Thor is out there, and I would see why they wouldn't want to do a 2-in-1 figure, because then they would lose money. But uh, maybe the only other thing I have a complaint about is that the heads are too similar. I mean, obviously this one is powered down, no powers going on, and that one's the powered up, but they're the exact same expression. I would have liked if the powered up head, where he's using his powers, had maybe a screaming head. As is, pretty solid figure. I would say maybe a 9.5 out of 10. Damn near perfect, man. I would even say 10, a solid 10. Yeah, I just love this figure. There is a little flaws again. I would have wished for maybe a screaming Thor head. The cape can't hold itself up, and I think that's really what holds this figure from being pretty much damn near perfect. Other than the small break that I had, which is a little unfortunate but not bad. He is perfect, and I love it, man. But thank y'all again for watching. I appreciate all the love I've been getting lately. We're up to 15 subscribers, I believe. I know it's not much. This channel has only been up for about a week or two. But I do appreciate all the love, and we're gonna try to get to 1,000 followers by December. So let's make that a reality. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.